Bhakti jana vallabha Girivaradhari Bhakti jana vallabha Girivaradhari Bhakti jana vallabha Girivaradhari Bhakti jana vallabha Sodanandan Jajanarandana Yasodanandana Jajanarandana Yamunatiro Vanachani Yamunatira Yamunatiro Vanachari Yamunatira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Vihari Jana vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi jana vallabha Girivaradhari Yasodanandana Jajanarandana Yasodanandana Jajanarandana Yamunatiro Vanachari Yamunatiro Vanachari Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare ISKCON founder Acharya Jagat Guru A.C. Bhakti Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya Hastutra Sita Sisimaji Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada ki jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prem Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasari Gaura Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopal Gopina Shyam Kumar Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. Mathura Dham ki jai. Navadvip Mayapur Dham ki jai. Jagannath Puri Dham ki jai. Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Sudarshan Chakra ki jai. Jamuna Maya ki jai. Ganges Maya ki jai. Tulasi Devi ki jai. Bhakti Devi ki jai. Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda ki jai. Shri Ekadasi Vrata ki jai. Nitai Gauda Premanande. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru Shri Gauranga. Namo Vishnu Padya Krishna Prita Buddha Vishamate Bhakti Chita Shamre Mahanavasti Krishna Prabharashitamre Shri Gaura Karana Shakti Bhakti Chita Chandra Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Divam Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet Nashaprai Swabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Suke Bhakti Ribhavachanashtiki Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Agyanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Dena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sapitam Dena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Kadati Swakadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Tapadakam Shri Guru Vaishnavam Shri Rupam Sagradatam Sahagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadhutam Sadhutam Harinam Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamsa. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dila Bandhu Jagatpate Gopisa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namaste Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishavana Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Panchakalpataru Yasya Kripa Sandhya Eva Cha Vitana Pavanibhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Kutara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 21. Explanation of the Vedic part. We continue from text 7. Text 7. Desakaladi Bhavanam. Desakaladi Bhavanam. Vastunam Mama Satama. Vastunam Mama Satama. Guna Daso Vidiyete. Guna Daso Vidiyete. Niyamaratan Hikaramanam. Desakaladi Bhavanam. Vastunam Mama Satama. Guna Dasa Vidiyete. Niyamatam Hikaramanam.
Desakaladi Bhavanam. Vastunam Mama Satama. Guna Dosho Vidiyete. Niyamatam Vikarmanam.
Mataji.
Desakaladi Bhavanam. Vastunam Mama Satama. Guna Dosho Vidiyete. Niyamatam Vikarmanam.
Deshakalandi Bhavanam.
Deshakaladibhavanam
Vastunamama Sattama
Vastunamama Sattama
Gunadosho Vidiyete
Gunadosho Vidiyete
Niyamatam hi karmana
Niyamatam hi karmanam
Desa
Desha
of space,
of space
Kala,
Kala
time,
Time
Adi,
Adi
and so on.
and so on.
Bhavana
Bhavana
of such states of existence.
such states of existence.
Vashtuna
Vastunam
of things.
of things.
Mama
Mama
by me.
by me
Sattama,
Sattama
O most saintly Buddha.
O most saintly Buddha
Guna dosho,
Gunadosho
piety and sin.
Piety and sin
Vidiyete
Vidiyete
are established.
are established
Niyama aratam
Niyama
for the restrictions.
for the restrictions.
He
He
certainly
certainly
karmanam
Karma
of fruitive activities.
fulfilled activities
Translation and the purport. O saintly Buddha, in order to restrict materialistic activities, I have established that which is proper and improper among all material things, including time, space, and all physical objects. Purport. The word niyama aratam, in order to restrict, is significant in this verse. A conditioned soul falsely identifies with his material senses and thus considers anything giving immediate satisfaction to the body to be good, and anything inconvenient or disturbing to be bad. By higher intelligence, however, one recognizes long-term self-interest and danger. For example, medicine may be immediately bitter, but by calculating one's long-term interest, one accepts the bitter medicine to cure a disease that is not immediately troublesome, but ultimately fatal. Similarly, Vedic literature restricts the sinful propensities of human beings by establishing what is proper and what is improper among all the objects and activities of the material world. Because everyone must eat, the Vedas prescribe foods in a mode of goodness, and not those which are sinful, such as meat, fish, and eggs. Similarly, one is advised to live in a peaceful and pious community, and not in association with sinful persons, nor in an unclean or turbulent environment. By designating and restricting the exploitation of the material world, Vedic knowledge gradually brings a conditioned soul to the platform of material goodness. At that stage, one becomes eligible to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead and enter the transcendental stage of life. It should be remembered that such mere eligibility does not constitute actual qualification without Krishna consciousness. Mere mundane piety can never qualify a conditioned soul to go back home, back to Godhead. Within this world, we are all infected by false pride, which must be diminished through submission to the Vedic injunctions. One who is completely engaged in the loving service of the Lord need not adopt these preliminary methods, for he directly contacts the personality of Godhead through the spontaneous process of surrender. In the previous verse, the Lord explained why Vedic literatures assign different values to the bodies of different living entities. And here the Lord explains the Vedic value system in regard to the material object that interact with these bodies. Yes, it should be remembered that such mere eligibility does not constitute actual qualification. Without Krishna consciousness, mere mundane piety can never qualify a conditioned soul to go back to home, back to Godhead. Do you understand? Yes. We have been given the initiation as Brahmana. Right? Brahmana. That does not qualify one to go back to Godhead. That doesn't mean now you are a Brahmana, a Brahma realized person. You have to get qualified for it by practice, ardent practice, not just practice, ardent practice. Rigid practice. Right? If one knows how to cook, one may know how to cook. To cook is an ability, it's eligibility. One is eligible to cook. That does not qualify your consciousness to be Krishna conscious. We need Krishna consciousness. Better for one to have Krishna consciousness than to have the quality to cook. Do you not? If one is Krishna conscious, you don't need expertise. So Krishna does not take our expertise at doing things. Krishna takes our love with the things which we do. Kripa Goswami told us, giving gift, you will develop love. Yeah? If I give you eyeglass, you start loving me. If I give you eyeglass, yeah? No, it will not. What motivated me to give you the eyeglass? I want to make you happy. That is transferred through the object. It is transferred. This is just the medium to pass what is in my heart for you. I want to make you happy. I'm giving you a gift. Make sense? Yes, it will affect you. You gave me this. Anytime I see this, I'll be able to see you. That is how love is developed. So consciousness is matters a lot. Matters a lot. So Krishna has designed a society to help us ultimately come to this. To come to this stage, there are many things you have to do on the way. Just like before you have a delicious food to eat. Before you have a delicious food to eat, there are so many things must have transpired. So many things. You must have worked so hard to get the money. Right? You get a lot of insult in office with the boss. Right? In my village, they said, if someone is eating and he doesn't give you, don't blame him. You should check why he didn't give you. The person I looked how much I suffered to come to this point. He's thinking about it. So it takes on a high level, a very high level of piety to become fortunate, to take to Krishna consciousness. Piety alone is not sufficient to make one a devotee. You see, and Lord Brahma is amazed to see the cowhead boys, the cowhead girls. The gopis, they also appreciate Krishna's flute. The parent of this bamboo, the parenting will be very, very happy. What piety they have performed to come to this level, that this dry stick is enjoying what is our right and giving us remnant. Can you imagine that? The remnant, we are taking the remnant. The stick is taking the real thing and we are taking the remnant of a stick. Can you see that? What kind of austerity, the piety did Brajabasis did to live this kind of life? They are playing with Krishna every day. The Brajabasis, they would take the prasadam and eat it. Krishna, your mother didn't prepare this one. And Krishna would take, so tasty. When the Brahman saw that, he was amazed. He was amazed. These people must have done a lot of piety to accumulate heavy amount of piety to come to this level. That now they are enjoying with Krishna, they are playing with Krishna, hand to hand, legs to legs, face to face, fighting every day. Krishna, what kind of a big man are you? I'm better than you. You want me to beat you again today? Have you forgotten? That is not piety. Piety cannot be beat one day. When it accumulates to huge for years, it will take one to fortune. Yes, it will bring one to fortune. The Rukmini Devi told Krishna in the letters he wrote, if I cannot get you now as my husband, there's no problem. I'm not going to change my mind. I will never change my mind. Think, okay, maybe Brahma, okay, Shiva. I will never. What I will do, I will increase my austerity so that next life I will get you. So I have to accumulate. So male piety cannot give one this opportunity. Yes. Therefore, that which is immediate, that which gives you immediate pleasure. According to Bhagavad, that is the mode of ignorance. That's ignorance. That which tastes bitter in the beginning is not tasty, but the end is nectar. That is goodness. Means what? This is what Bhagavad says. What does that mean? In the beginning, it is nectar. At the end, poison. Means difficulties. In the beginning, look, gratifying the senses, it looks very sweet. Oh, very nice, very nice, very nice. So we think that this is good. Yeah, we think, yeah, this is good. Now, what is good? It must begin with heavy austerity. That's what it means. In the beginning, it looks like poison. That's austerity, right? In the beginning of Krishna consciousness, how is it? Sweet. So many nasty behavior from brothers, sisters, right? Insults. So many unnecessary things you have to pass through, disturbance of the senses, the body, and so many things. But, okay, the channel Hare Krishna also, everybody complain, the mind. But he won't continue to persevere and diligently continue the practice, force. That force will give us purification because of austerity. Then he will enter into nectar. So those are very wise. Say, work now. Now, work. Samadhi, later. You cannot eat before you cook your food. Right? You have to cook before eating. So which is bitter. It's cooking, especially in summer. You have to go and cook in the kitchen. Every day, cook. We are all waiting when the person is going to be ready, Prabhu. When the person is going to be ready, look at the time. But the person is cooking in the kitchen. Okay. Sometimes the water will pour. You bend your finger or something. But if we persevere and continue with good heart, to become a palatable thing that people will enjoy. All right? Krishna, shadow de sana, Abrahmanyo suchiri bhavet. Krishna, shadow pi aso virya. Kikata Sanskrit Tarina. Among places, those bereft of the spotted antelope, those devoid devotion to the Brahmanas, those possessing spotted antelope but bereft of respectable men, provinces like Kikata and places where cleanliness and purificatory rites neglected, where meat eaters are prominent, or where the earth is barren, are all considered to be contaminated lands. Purport. The word Krishnasha refers to the spotted antelope, whose hide is used by brahmacharis while residing in the ashram of the spiritual master. Brahmacharis never hunt in the forest, but rather accept skins from those animals already diseased. The skin of the black or spotted antelope is also used as a garment by those receiving instruction in the execution of Vedic sacrifice. Therefore, since sacrifice cannot be properly performed in areas bereft of such creatures, these places are impure. So here, a spotted antelope. Spotted antelope means conducive environment for practicing Christian consciousness. Because when one sits on a deer skin or spotted antelope, the snake will not climb there. So the sages have to sit there. Snake will not climb, scorpion will not climb there. Therefore, sages sit there for meditation. So in the area where we don't have this, that means the place is contaminated. The fear of the dangerous animals should not allow someone to practice. Therefore, the place is considered contaminated environment for practicing spiritual things. This is a barren place. Like a place Ganga does not flow. It's a barren place. Sacrifice cannot be performed in this place because the paraphernalia for practicing are not there. How will it look like? You are called to do jagya, but you are afraid. What will be the result of the jagya? To produce results? No. So such environments are considered barren, contaminated, not conducive for spiritual practice. So spotted antelope means that these animals and these places mean the place or the places are conducive for practice because they're going to use their skin to facilitate the practice. And sometimes some sages wear that. They wear that. It's a sign of renunciation and it also gives a relief from fear of poisonous creatures. So do not disturb. Therefore, it is necessary. But now, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has done something wonderful. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has sent devotees to these barren places. So all the places have become worshipful. Nityananda went to Ekachakra. Harada Sakura was sent to Muslim. Prahlad was sent to demonic family. Hanuman was sent to animal family. And it is still happening till today. Devotees are all over the world now, making the place holy places. So Prabhupada has created Vrindavan all over the world, taking a parampara. Chaitanya will establish it and he continued to expand it. That is how a disciple should live his life. A disciple is considered a disciple or is qualified to be a disciple Only if the disciple is expanding what the spiritual master has established as a disciple. And that requires empowerment. It requires empowerment. To get empowerment, one must be a loyal follower. Loyal and obedient follower get empowered. And when one gets empowered, then we can have the ability to expand what the spiritual master has established. So to become a disciple, we should know it is not just coming to change our name and sitting and fight. We become disciples because you have a higher responsibility. It's a higher responsibility. There is no ordinary thing in Christian consciousness. If we are not purpose-driven, we are not going to have this consciousness. We will think it is, change the dress, change the name, and sit down and eat and fight among ourselves, and wasting the time of our spiritual master, and not seeing the goal. Such disciples will die with the spiritual master. Even that one needs a qualification to do that. If you have no attachment with the spiritual master, how will you die with him? What is my business with you if I don't have attachment? It doesn't make sense to me. It becomes meaningful only if there is attachment. Do you understand? It did not just come to sit down and do what we're doing. We are here to expand what the spiritual master has established as a disciple. The word Asovira indicates those places without subiras, respectable saintly persons. Ordinarily, a person who obeys the state laws is considered a respectable citizen. In the same way, one who strictly obeys the law of God is considered to be a cultured or decent man, subir. The place where such intelligent persons reside is called Sobiram. Tikata refers to the modern state of Bihar, which traditionally has been known as a territory of uncivilized men. Chaitanya Prabhu is sent Damodara Swami. Damodara Goswami is from Bihar. What's his name? He also from Bihar. Yes. Therefore, the place is Damodara. Yes, that's what I said. He's the first person I called. I was trying to call the second person. Paramananda Puri. Paramananda Puri is from Bihar also. So Chaitanya was sent them there. Like he sent Upassanathan Goswami to out of Brahmanical culture to Muslim. Haridas, then he brought all of them back. He brought all of them back. This is a lesson to teach us that Lord Krishna is equal to all living entities. That's Krishna's equality. That's a lesson. So places, a person is considered a decent person if one is cultured. One has a good behavior. It's a good behavior. A decent person who is cultured. He knows I shouldn't do this thing. As a cultural person. No, this is not good, I can't do this. As a cultural person. A barbarian is ready to do anything without shame. Without shame. You can cheat people, you can insult people, you can fight in public, you can misbehave. That is one cultural person. It's not called Suvira. It's Asovira. Asovira. A place without decent people. It's all over the world. That time you just mentioned in India, but all over the world is the same. It's the same. This is not a like say a community or a country. It's quality. So you can see Asovira even in India, on outside in India, and you can also get Sovira in India and outside India, everywhere. It's the quality. It's the quality. One is considered a Shudra all over the world, not only one place. It's the quality. Right? We have not seen children born in Brahmana family who are drunkards. Right? And we have seen children who are not born in Brahmanical family who never drink in their life, and they'll never do it for life. Right? So it's happening. It's quality. Not that, okay, this particular country, this is this. It is not like that. Anywhere you find good and bad people, anywhere in the world. Anywhere. There's no particular group that say, okay, these people are 100% good, these people are 100% bad. That doesn't exist in material. All mixed. This is good here, and this is bad here. That is everywhere, everywhere. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu principle has made everywhere auspicious. Every land has become auspicious. And properly expanded that. The whole universe. Everywhere you see Hare Krishna temple, everywhere. 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 Even in the jungle. The islands. Ocean, everywhere. Krishna consciousness is going peacefully. Yes, that is the potency of Krishna consciousness. Even in such provinces, however, any place where a central person gather is considered to be a holy place. It's a holy place. On the other hand, a province of generally respectable persons is immediately polluted by the presence of sinful men. Asamskrita indicate lack of external cleanliness, as well as the absence of purificatory ceremonies for internal cleanliness. Madhvacharya quote from the Skanda Purana as follows. Religious persons who reside within an 8-mile radius of rivers, oceans, mountains, hermitages, forests, spiritual cities, or places where the Salagram Sila is found. The Salagram Sila is in Nigeria. Many Salagram Silas. Right? All over the world have Salagram Sila. So now it is what? Holy places. Holy places. Those days when you hear Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accept prasada in the household house, means that house there is Salagam Sila. Means householders is composed for householders who have deities. Sannyasis will not have deities because they are traveling. But this day we are having deities and traveling everywhere with the deities. And then the householders don't have deities. Opposite. We'll proceed. Yes. So Chaitanya will go to a place where any house that has gone for prasada means that house, the house will have deities that worshiping, means it is prasada. If there is no deities there, he won't go there because who's prasada? Yeah? Who's prasada? And then one day Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, I will accept prasadam only from one who can pay 1,000, 100,000 rupees. I will take prasadam from only those who can pay 100,000 rupees. And all the house said, oh my Lord, where are we going to get that? Where? 100,000? Huh? Where? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, do you understand what it means? 100,000 rupees? No, please tell us. One who is chanting 100,000 names. I will go, yeah, yes, we will chant. We will chant. Give me beats, please give me beats. Because they want the Lord to come and take prasadam. Therefore, please give me beat. I want to chant. The Lord to come. A few years ago, I went to visit some devotees. And I noticed the family are not chanting. So they came, we want to cook for you. I'm sorry, I'm not eating. Why? You're not chanting. How can I eat? Okay. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So, because they want to cook, they have to chant. And after I left, at least we have to trick them to chant. Yes. All other places should be considered kikata or contaminated. Anywhere there is no deity is what? Contaminated. One should not eat in that house. But if even in such contaminated places, black and spotted antelopes are found, one may reside there as long as sinful persons are not also present. Even if sinful persons are present, if the civil power rests with respectable authorities, one may remain. Similarly, one may dwell wherever the deity of Vishnu is duly installed and worshipped. The Lord here elaborates upon the theme of piety and sin, which are based on purity and impurity. Thus, pure and contaminated places of residence are described here. Right? Comments? Questions? Any questions or comments? Very simple.
There you mentioned that householder should have deities, Telegram Shila in their house.
I didn't say it's in the scripture.
In the scripture.
I don't repeat it.
So, what if the householders they're not having Saligram Shila deities, but they keep some altar and they go to temple for temple programs and they maintain the standards.
If you have picture deities in the water, that is the same. The same. The picture is the same. You can keep that and do the offering. Yes, keep them nicely and offer your food. Yes, they will eat. And then we take the remnant. That's what makes it different. Otherwise, a temple and non-temple buildings, the materials are the same. The same. Cement and iron rod. The same thing. What makes it different is the deities which are there. And the Christian conscious activity which say we are reciting Bhagavatam, we're chanting the holy name, having kirtan, and then a deity is there, it becomes a temple. That's what they say. When Krishna enters the place, it becomes a temple. Krishna is everywhere. He's everywhere existing. But when he's significantly present, you can see Jagannath Bhavan, Subhadra, Sudarsana Chakra, Lakshmi Nrsimha, Prahlad Nrsimha, Radha Shamsuna, Vita Visakasa, Saragam, Dhira, Givadan. And our chariots, that becomes a different place. It's completely different. The vibration, the energy is different. So yes, we should have that. Make every place a temple. Everywhere it should be a temple. Let there be temple everywhere. And Kripa everywhere. And Prabhu did. Prabhu did that. So now we are very, very fortunate. Anywhere you go, Krishna is there. You can worship.
I wanted to ask, we were discussing about the Kali Yuga in the Bhakti Vaibhav classes.
Kali Yuga.
Kali Yuga. Parikshit Maharaj and Kali Yuga in Ujjain.
Yes.
So I wanted to ask, if the rule of the Kali Yuga is only on earth or it is in all the 14 planetary systems, so even he can harass Brahma or it is only us?
Brahma is here. So Brahma is here. He is in charge. So whatever happens here, whatever happens here, is responsible. He is not affected as we are because of his position. He's within his kingdom. So he's aware. He's controlled by the mode of passion. So it's in the mood. So Kali has effect in everything. Don't you see everything is going? People have less understanding about Bhagavatam, less understanding, less appreciation, no interest. As brilliant and beautiful and sublime as it is, we have no interest. It's effect. We don't appreciate Lord Brahma's position because we don't know his, or the demigod, we don't know. That's the effect of Kali Yuga. Everything is affected. You only see the activities of Kali. He also says gambling, intoxication, plus eating. It is activity for Kali. Irreligiosity. That is the religion today. If you're not irreligious, you're not known. Nobody sees you. You want to be known, Kali Yuga, become sinful. Yes, be popular. Be famous. If you do something bad, become famous. You have more followers than if you become a saint. The Brahman is not going to become affected like we are affected. It's affected because His teachings will not work for us as much as supposed to work in Satya. It means he has to put more effort to make one a devotee in Kali Yuga, which is less in Satya Yuga. So everything is affected.
Personally, he will not be directly affected.
Hmm?
Personally, he will not be directly affected.
Yes. I said many times, he's not affected like us. His business will be difficult than other times. Yes.
We have this understanding of that householders, the deities which they have at their place. When
Householders will have deities
yeah,
in their place.
so they are not properly like installed the way it is done in the temple, and they are basically they are many times they are just welcomed. So devotees have the understanding that they are less compared to the deities in the temple. So can you put some light on that?
Yes. My deities are not installed like you have in a temple. So there is no need to give attention because it's not, they know pran pratishta, they didn't do that. That is ignorance. That is foolishness. When you start worshipping the deities, they are present there. They are really present there. Otherwise, how are they accepting your offerings? If you minimize them, it's ignorance. They're present. Not only when they are physically invoked to be there. Once you start worship, they are there. The deity is there. The personality of deity is there. They're accepting all our offerings, they're seeing us, responding to everything. Yes. So we should correct this mentality. I mentioned this the other time. In Brazil, there is one temple. I went the first time. They shifted from where they were to a different place. So they have golden attire. So they send the golden attire to a different place. And then they kept the pictures. The old householders, they keep only one man in the temple. All others are in the house. So on Sundays, they're coming for program and other festival days. They all cook different things and bring together. After the program, they eat and go back. But they have picture there. So I went there in the night. The deity came to me, tell the people to go fire something. They're not eating. Tell them. But they just kept us like this. They left. The Prabhupada came. They just kept me here like this, nothing. Why? Ask them. So the next morning, when they came, so I called the president and his people. So their deities complained that they're not feeding them. They started looking at each other. They say, yeah, it is true, they're not offer anything because it's picture. I say, which picture? Is your picture or Panchatattva picture? They're here. So when you're standing before them here and they're having Christian, they're not here. They're not seeing you. Stop this thing, they complain. You should offer them something. Even the person that was there, he will cook in the kitchen, they take this ashram and eat. And then I also said about Prabhupada. that person told me that he doesn't know any mantra to put them to rest or wake them. The same thing, they just put him there on the chair, just left him there. So I have to give the boy the mantra for putting them to rest and to wake them. And they were doing the Damodara Astakam. They brought a Ladu Gopal. So I sat down, was waiting for the Damodara to rehook and start. I was waiting, they were also waiting there. They were thinking, what is he going to start now? I was thinking, when are we going to start? We were watching, look at each other. Then at the point, I said, so when are we going to start? So we are waiting for you. Bring the Damodara, they say, this is Damodara. I said, no, this is not Damodara. This is Ladu Gopal. Not Damodara. This man, your problem is too much now. Since we joined the movement, this is what we do now. You came today, first time I come here, and no. I said, no, this is not Damodara. I have to start speaking about Damodara and speak about Ladu Gopal. Then they were surprised. And if you have any nectar of a devotion, they have to search everywhere, but they have to open the book and keep it. And from there we started doing the devotions. So this mentality is ignorance, total ignorance. The deities are there, so serve them nicely.
Next question online. Preeti Mai Devi Dasana questions. Hare Krishna Devi Shri Gurudev, Dandavat Pranam. You mentioned in the class that we shouldn't focus on expertise and skills, rather we should focus on becoming Krishna conscious. My question is, you also mentioned that all that is required to enter Goloka has to be developed here before we can go there. And it's not like everything is given at the gate of Goloka. So what are these qualities we should develop while being here? The question is also linked to that you also tell us that Bhaktivinoda Thakur says that we should work on ourselves while chanting. So what does this working on ourselves mean?
I have explained. The day I mentioned that, I explained. I gave examples how to work on ourselves. I gave example of if you want to eat, you should wash your hand. We're eating food to nourish the body. So if the item we use for cooking is rotten, yesterday we mentioned, is good for
Shudras.
Yes, the Brahmanas should not eat that. A rich man should not eat that. You get sick. But for those who less, they can eat that. You look at the street carefully, you see that. It's happening. What the scripture is saying, it is happening. So if we want the food to nourish us, and the kitchen should be clean, the utensils should be clean, the material we use, the spices and all the ingredients, they should be clean. And while we are going to eat, our hands will be clean. The food will nourish us. If these things are not clean, the food will not nourish us. In the same way, we are chanting Hare Krishna mantra, we are trying to be a devotee, but we are not giving up all the unnecessary things we're keeping with us. We're not giving it up. We're still enjoying our dirty behavior, our uncompromising nature, our unfriendly nature. We are not changing. We still keep them. We're still keeping our selfishness. We don't like to see brothers and sisters. It's only in the book, but we don't practice that in our own life. We're not changing. So everything will remain the same. Working ourselves means that now I should start thinking, okay, this thing is here. This thing is here. I should not take it away. I should not take it away. I should read it here and leave it here, so that somebody else can come also and read it. If I take it away here, and then someone else want to come and read it, is not there. This is work on ourselves. We should be conscious of what we do. We should check. Why should I take this alone? I should consider that the book is here for all of us sitting here. So as I'm reading it, when I finish, I'll leave it here. So somebody else should come and read it. This is just an example. There are many other things. We should do this. I'm going to, okay, we have one room. So 5 of us are inside the room. If I'm not going to wake up by 2 o'clock, why I should set my alarm 2 o'clock and ringing till 4? What is that? Is that human? Is that being conscious? And we do this every day like this. When are we going to be a devotee? So we should give up all these things. We should give up these things. You should be tired of these things and see them, that they are interfering. You see, when this happened regularly, even if I don't talk to you, it means I'm not talking in my mind. I'll be talking about you in my mind. Right? And the last time I went to Gopinath temple, I was sharing a room with another devotee. Because I didn't want to disturb him the time I would wake up. So in the night, I didn't sleep there. I took my things and went to the hall, and I slept there, because when I wake up, I will go and take shower without disturbing him. But when you wake up, you're dropping everything all around. See, this is not human. We have to be conscious first, before Krishna consciousness. How can we be conscious of Krishna without being conscious? It does not work like that. This is what Bhakti. He didn't explain like this there, but we're giving an example for us to understand what it means. We should work on ourselves. You should work on ourselves. You should do. When somebody do things to me which is painful, I should not pinch you, because I know if you pinch me, I should feel bad. This is the third canto of Bhagavatam. As a human being, as we are comparing things here to identify. If somebody pinch me, I will feel pain, I will not like it. So as you feel that, as you are a human being, I shouldn't do that also for you, because you're going to feel the one feeling. This is working on ourselves. This is logical. We should do this. This is human being. We should work on ourselves. We're still keeping the same thing. People will think that your Christian consciousness is not working. And people who knows it, they will think Christian consciousness is not working, because we're not changing. Someone is chanting 64 rounds for 10 years now. But it's not changing. You will eat here and leave the plate there and go outside. and come back and see the place still there for 2 days, still hanging there. We should change. We should change. Walking outside, this will not be done. As we know that this will not be done. Yes. Is it not? We should work on ourselves. It's all these unnecessary habits, we should give them all. I want to be Krishna conscious. Say, let me check and see what are the things I should not keep. The same thing I should let go. In the night we are going to sleep and I'm speaking very loud, everybody is sleeping. Then I'm speaking, answering a call very loudly in Ashram there. Other people are sleeping there. I'm speaking loudly, people are sleeping. I'm speaking loudly on the phone there. This will not happen. Regularly, these things are being done is if you tell a goat, cha, the goat will go. After a few minutes, come back there. Is it not? A human being, if I say, I don't like you here, if a human being, I won't go there. It's a human being, we're different. Right? Animal will not see that. They say, come back there. That's what they call animal. But we human beings should know. Person doesn't like you, don't go there. Lord Shiva told his boy, he's teaching. Even if your father, your brother, or whatever, the person doesn't like you, don't go there. That is human being. But now we have seen that we are less than human beings at the level of our consciousness. It will be human beings. You should conscious of the environment. You should be conscious of the people around. You should be concerned about the feelings of other people. If I do like this, how will other people feel? The human being. All the little things you are not doing them. How are you going to go there? Nobody disturbs any person in Goloka. Nobody disturbs another person. All activities are very, very sweet. Because everybody is doing everything for everybody's welfare. There's no I, it is we. That's the consciousness. You do things with the consciousness that yes, this is for everybody. That is we are fortunate, I can say we are fortunate because everything we community. Everything is community. My father has 4 wives. When one wife is cooking for the whole people in that area, not only for you and your children. They're cooking for the whole. It's community consciousness. We are fortunate to have this mood, this culture. Cannot cook for me and then give to my husband. No. It's cooking is I have to consider. And I'm going to cook. I'm cooking for 20 minutes. Not only that. A visitor, someone that you are cooking, somebody passes there. That person has to be included. So not only the 20 people in this compound. My father's compound was more than 50. Yes. 4 wives, not only him, but the other brothers and the other uncles, they also have. Then the senior brothers, they also have wives and children. 50. Yes. We're brought up like that. All right? Hare Krishna. Let us work on ourselves. Don't just be this nonchalant. Is the word? Nonchalant. We should be careful. We should be conscious. We should check carefully before we do something. Not just whimsically do things. Check how will this affect other people before we do it. That is community consciousness. It's a community. So check carefully. it's good for me, but now I am not alone, so I must check. Is it good for other brothers and sisters around me? We should check that. That is the community proper gave to us, to care for it. I exist because of you. As African adage, they said. I exist because of you. That's how we should think. That's how we should feel. Without you, I cannot exist. Will I be sitting here speaking if all of you are not sitting here? Yeah? And you sit here if I'm not speaking to you? So it's community. You should check. Look at each other carefully. So Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Prema. All glory is assembled.